Hi, this is the Akai MPC 1000. It has JJOS 2XL, which is the paid version of JJOS. You can Google all things JJOS and find out more information. So you'll notice that the MPC itself does not have any sounds out of the box. It's a sampler, so you need to either upload the sounds or record the sounds in. You'll see that on the memory card, I have a whole bunch of drums already included. So some of the drum machines include stuff from like Electron, Akai, some really cool niche vintage drums. And I also include a whole bunch of just general use drums, kicks, hats, snares, just everything you need to have a complete kick. So you'll hear some of the samples there. Various ways to play it, either with the play button or with the actual pads themselves. And we can scroll through the samples with the data wheel or with the actual buttons. I like the data wheel. It's a little bit faster sometimes. It all depends. Pads work well too. And we just have a whole bunch of kicks, a whole bunch, so you can actually check out. They're all loaded up, ready to use. Same goes for just about every other category where there's a whole bunch of samples and like ready to use stuff. Those PGM stuff, that was loud. PGMs are programs at the very top, so they're not going to make any sound. But these are a whole bunch of other hi-hat samples. Lots to choose from, like I said. Just effects. And you could load these onto your computer as well. Since they're in the memory card, just plug it in via USB or use a card reader and just plug that into your computer. So you'll get access to all those samples. They won't necessarily only be on the MPC. You can pass them back and forth. So I'm going to load a quick kind of like sample program, which is going to be built out of a whole bunch of samples, which I recorded into the MPC, just to basically test out. I'll show you how I did it in just a moment too. So this is kind of like the main screen. This is where you build out the actual track. You can see that the sample is chopped up into the various pads. Oop, something was wrong there. No, I did something stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. The program. See, I haven't used the MPC in quite a while, so I'll put the full level all the way. Throw on the loop. Now, I mean, that sounds cool. It's the sample. It's all choppy. Let's add some drums, just a kick at least. You got to create the program if you haven't yet. so I'm going to load a couple more samples because I just loaded up a kick and that like chopped up sample. I'm going to give this a little bit of dynamics using the levels. So it's going to let me do like different velocity levels. Okay, so I'm going to copy that sequence just to create a secondary one, and you'll just briefly see how songs are built using the different sequences here in the MPC. So you would chain them together. Don't really use this machine too much, so this is why you might see me struggling just a bit, but once you get into the flow of it, it's pretty awesome. Some little track mutes for some live performance goodness. Some of the funky stuff we could do with it is like pitchy stuff using the Q-Link. I think they both do the same thing. Or if not, you can like program them to do things a little differently each. Notice how it's only affecting like the melodic stuff, not necessarily drums. Cool, so that's roughly how you build sequences out. I'm going to show you now how you record into the actual MPC. So let's say you want to sample something. You're going to want to set your record gain, jump into record mode. now I'm playing this from from an external source, and it's going in to the inputs of the MPC. Now it's recorded and it's in RAM, so you need to edit it, name the sample, so it gets technically saved into the RAM. And one of the cool features that you could do is like chop up the sample. I'll see if I can figure that out for you guys, because it's not my main tool of choice, but it's a cool tool. Oh, actually, so we're still including the other samples. Let me fix the other one. Let me check. There we go. So as you can see, the sample gets chopped up amongst these 16 pads. Since it's kind of just a straightforward sample, it doesn't really sound all choppy, but you could do some cool stuff with it. If you record a phrase that's very melodic, has some like chord changes and some cool stuff, you can do some really awesome stuff. This is the MPC 1000 by Akai. The only issue with my MPC is the pad 1 has a sensitivity issue where the velocity won't reach 127, but that's not a problem. I generally use drums with full level, or I'll do the 16 levels kind of hack, and it works very well for me like that. But overall, a very fun machine. Akai MPC 1000.